Hello, beautiful people. How are you feeling today? Beautiful people, I am feeling good today being me. That's no second of none being second than me being first to me. You see, I won't be second to not being me, but I'll be first to being me. Beautiful people, I say, oh say, can you see? Beautiful people, yesterday wasn't interesting, but it was a beautiful day. Okay. I've been having this concern with my car. And over the past week, since I've been having this concern with my car, I've been surrounded by nothing but beautiful people, kind people, just swarming to be at my support. And it's been a beautiful, wonderful experience to have, beautiful neighbors and beautiful people. Just, if you need any more help, I live over here, I live there, over there. This is my address, this, that, and the other. People don't do that unless you are having on their life and in their life or pertaining to their life in one way or another a wonderful effect, a good effect. And I tell them how much I love them and how much I appreciate them and do they need anything, that kind of thing. And it's really been a great experience to have like yesterday. My beautiful neighbor helped me get my car, he jumped my car because I went to AutoZone because the day before, a couple of days ago, I had my battery tested. And it's not my battery. My battery is fine. My battery is fully charged at a 91.7%. That's good. And so that wasn't it. And I didn't think it was because when I purchased the battery, I know it hadn't been, you know, past no 3 years, close to about 2 years, but not no past no 3 years. And so the guy brought it to my attention that I checked the fuses. So I checked all of the fuses. It's not that I have a problem taking my car to the shop, but why take it to the shop when they're going to charge me $200 or $300 when it's just a module that I can pull out and put back in to replace it at $10 or something like that. That's all I'm saying. And he brought that to my attention that a module will cause the battery that will drain the battery down. And so I was sitting still and I had my phone, car was fully charged. And I had my phone plugged in. And I thought about it and it occurred to me. I said, well, let me turn the key and see if it'll start. Phone drained the car down. You know it's not going to drain no battery down like that. And I know it's not the alternator because the alternator's new as well. And so I went out yesterday. My neighbor helped me get the car jumped. So I went out yesterday to go take care of some things, get some, things that I needed, toiletries or what have you. And it was dead, nothing. And so, I went out and stood out in front of the car, you know, and like I said, people are people to me. I've been blessed by all colors. Okay, people are people. But I'm going to say this for a reason. But one of my Caucasian brothers pulled up, and I told him that I needed a jump. He said, "Oh, say no more." That beautiful brother made a U-turn, pulled up, and I said, "Listen, you've been most kind to me. You've gone way out of your way to help me." He said, "No, I'm not leaving until I know you're okay." And so the cables that I had wasn't good quality cables. And I need to invest in some later because my neighbor let me use them. And so he went out searching for some cables, and he come back, a brother sitting over there, a brother of color, let him use some nice heavy duty cables. I went over and shared my channel with him. And I don't know if he watched him or not while he was sitting there, but he was sitting there in the car. And he came back with the cables. Nothing. The second time, nothing. Couldn't get it started. And So, I gave him something. And then the brother that let me use the cables called him over and gave him something. Come to find out, this man going way out of his way to help me and is about to run out of gas. We wasn't going to let that happen. And so we got the man, gave the man, both of us gave him something. It was a beautiful experience to see people helping each other. Now, this man didn't know anything about what this man was going through, but yet with the cables, but he called him over and he gave him some funds. And I thought that was really beautiful, and so, I told her, I said, no, go ahead and go. Go get you some gas. I said, I'll be all right. Everything gonna work out. If I have to just leave it here and have it towed home, after the weekend, because, the tow truck hit me to how they do it. They charge your arm and a leg, $150, $200 to tow it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But during the weekdays, like when I had it towed to the shop in Richmond, man gonna charge me, $200 or $300 to tow it over to my mechanic in Richmond. But he hit me to it. He said, don't get it towed over the weekend. Wait till the beginning of the week. $45, was it $40 or $45? You see, beautiful people, how we need to be helpers one toward another. Because they help each other, but we need to help each other, be a blessing to each other. That's all I'm saying. And this other brother came up. I don't know who he was. I don't know if he was Indian. I don't know what his Pakistani. I don't know what his nationality was. Not that it's important, but I'm saying it's for a reason. Because these are the people that were working together and we were helping each other. Well, this brother came up. I told him I needed to jump. And he said, go get the cables out of the truck over there. He said, just 20, 30, 40 feet. He came back with some heavy-duty cables, more heavier duty than the last cables. I don't know if I've ever seen any cables like that before. He came over. He took authority. He just took over the car, started talking about Jesus, and raised up the hood. And you could tell he knew what he was doing. And it was just truly a blessing. That man hooked those cables up to the car, and it started right up. You see, his name was Joshua. Car started right up. Me and Joshua started hugging each other. You could tell he had been in Greece and had been working on buildings and cars or whatever he had been doing. I didn't care. Me and Joshua must have hugged each other about 2 or 3 times. I gave Joshua something, and we just sat there and laughed and talked for a little bit. But I said that to say this: who are you going to help today? Who have you gone out of your way to sacrifice to be a blessing to today? Whose life have you affected today? What person have you looked beyond their faults to see their needs? Because if you get stuck at looking at their faults, you're not going to be in position to see their needs. Or to, for the need to be met. If you can't get past their faults, you see. And that is that's the misconception in life, is getting caught up on people's faults, how they look, where they are, what they may or may not be going through, can't see, blind, one eye, open, one eye closed, cockeyed, whatever the case might be. They're human and they're people. Who are you going to sacrifice to help so that someone else will come along to sacrifice to help you? When people see you engaged and involved and comfortable, and most people say in your own skin, no, I say comfortable in your own soul. I'm comfortable in my soul. My skin covers the outside, which is temporary. My soul is on the inside, which is eternal. I'm comfortable in my soul. And when people see you comfortable in your soul and unwavering and remaining steady, because that's what the beauty of the soul does, it keeps you steady and ready. Go out and be a blessing to somebody else and watch somebody else be a blessing to you. Go out and help somebody and watch somebody help you. Have a smiling day.